Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today what I have for you is just a very kind of quick and almost sort of common sense urban survival tip on a couple of ways that you could gather and collect additional protein in a kind of grid down situation in an urban or city type environment. You know, although there are not deer and elk and those kind of things running around in most urban environments, you know, there are little things like rabbits and squirrels and raccoons and possums and foxes and, you know, different stuff like that. And so, you know, if times really got tough, you could actually start trying to, you know, supplement some of your meat and stuff like that by trapping. And that is what I'm going to talk about here today. These are more modern traps. I got a great deal on a couple of these couple of live traps here, and it was Tractor Supply. I was running a special on them. It was both of these traps for $25, and I thought that was a really good buy because this is just a very effective way for catching animals and you know, procuring additional protein if need be. Now, you could also use this just for getting rid of nuisances and stuff like that. You could probably modify these things to work as a fish trap as well. You know, if you funneled the stream into the trap and then went upstream and just kind of scared fish, you know, downstream by throwing rocks in the stream or something, you know, you might be able to rig something up. I mean, it might take a little bit of improvising, but I think it could probably work. So anyway, let me just show you how these things work. And I also want to add one thing here is, you know, these big rat traps. These things work great for squirrels. Put a little bit of, you know, peanut butter or whatever on there. What I do is just tie a drill like a 3/8 hole in the board and then tie it off. That way, if it doesn't get them fully, they're not kind of trying to drag the trap away or anything like that. Because a good size squirrel could probably do that. But if you tie it off, you know, or wire it off, you know, or something like that to a fence, then you're not going to have any issues. But these bigger rat traps, they've got, you know, some pretty strong springs, and they only cost a couple bucks. So I know a lot of people will take these or these smaller ones and carry them in their bug out bags and stuff like that. But I just wanted to throw it out there that this could work very well in an environment, in an urban environment as well. A lot of people don't think about food procurement in an urban environment, so that's kind of why I'm throwing this out a little bit. You know, aside from going to the grocery store or the FEMA line and getting the rations or you know, eating your own stuff that you have. But there are ways to, you know, procure food in an urban environment. Okay, so let me just give you a real quick look at how these work. If you guys are not familiar with a live trap, it's a very simple system. Okay, this is a smaller one. It's probably, you know, good for squirrels or rabbits or something along those lines. Might even get a small possum in there. I don't know. So basically, all you got to do is you fold this up until it latches. Alright, and I'll turn this around so you can see the latch mechanism. So we've got just a little latch mechanism right here. It's a very simple kind of deal. And that runs down right here to the pressure plate. And then, you know, you put your food either back here behind the pressure plate. That's probably the ideal situation, because what you want to happen is you want the animal to step on the pressure plate, and when they do that, they'll step right here, then that snaps closed and they're caught. Now, one disadvantage to this is it doesn't kill the animal, it does keep it alive. However, that could work to your advantage, especially if, let's say, you wanted to keep the animal alive for a couple of days before you wanted to prepare it. You know, in a grid down situation where you don't have any power or anything like that, best thing to do is keep the animal alive. Then you don't have to worry about spoilage or storing or anything like that. So that is one of the reasons why I think live traps are great. But like I was going to say earlier, the downside is that you have to kill them. You know what I mean? So you have to dispatch the animal, but a 22 or a you know, like a 22 short or a pellet gun, or even just reaching in there and stabbing the thing, you know, whatever the case may be, pretty easy to dispatch them. Let's see if there's anything else. That's pretty much it. This is just a larger version of the same one that I've got in my hand here. It pretty much works the same way. The only difference is right here you have a latch that you have to lift up, and that latch basically just keeps a larger animal from being able to push out. So you just raise it up until it latches, and then when you just put put the bait back here, and they come in, they step on this, and that slams it down closed. So just some food for thought, just some ideas for potential food procurement in an urban setting or urban environment. You can set these things in your closet. If you just had one, you could put stuff in it. You could put clothes in it, old clothes, or you could put other food or something like that in it, so it doesn't really take up a ton of space, and pull it out whenever you needed it. Again, also good for getting rid of nuisances and stuff like that. But you might check Tractor Supply if you're interested in this. I'm not sure how long their special is going to run, but like I said, it was the 2 traps for $25. Thought that was a pretty good deal, so I thought I'd let you guys know, and also talk about the applications for an urban environment. Now, clearly, this could also be used in a rural environment. They're a little bulky to carry, but these are very effective type traps. You put the right kind of bait back there. One of the advantages to this style of trap is that your funneling is built in. If you take the principles of regular funneling or of regular trapping and you apply it to this, the funneling's built in because they can only get to the bait one way. So they have to come in through here. It pulls them in, exactly where you want them to go, and then you've got the pressure plate right there. I just find them to be very effective. Using something like this is probably 10 times more effective than trying to build a figure 4 or a Paiute deadfall or any of that kind of stuff. This stuff is just better in my opinion. So anyway, guys, I've been rambling enough. As always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. And let me know in the comments below what your favorite trap is. Do you like modern style traps? Do you like a spring trap? Or do you like to make them your own? And if you guys would like to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell so that you get an email each time a video comes out. Thanks again. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.